All right, Bourbon Quest. We're back at it. It's your host, Bourbon Steve. Welcome back to Mash Madness. Heck yeah. Well, what do we have for you tonight? Well, we're now over down in the West Division. Again, one of these bottles will be advancing on to the Sweet 16 while the other one goes home. So, we're going to get to it here in just a second, but just real briefly, thanks again for all those that have subscribed. Really appreciate it. If you haven't done so yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That helps me and the channel out a great deal. So I'm much appreciative of that. And then do yourself a favor, just ring the bell for notifications. That way you're notified each and every time a new video comes out. That way you're assured not to miss a single episode of Bourbon Quest. And then smash that like button if you like the content that we're bringing out. That helps the YouTube algorithms. And feel free to leave any comments. Which of these you think is going to advance on tonight? What your experience has been with either or both of these products. And by all means, if you have one or both of these, feel free to drink along and see how you compare them. But, and just for disclosure's sake, don't pay attention to what glass is near or behind which bottle, because it's completely irrelevant. They've been mixed up, shuffled up, using a very highly sophisticated, dangerous, proprietary, patent-pending method approved by NASA. So, that's a bunch of bullshit, but I just like saying that. Bottom line is, I don't know which is which, but we're going to get into it. But before we do, let's touch on some of the particulars. First off, well, let me just say who's going up right now. It is Michter's American Whiskey. Woohoo! One of my favorites in the Michter's lineup, going up against Smoke Wagon, Rare and Limited. Woohoo! Smoke Wagon, Rare and Limited. Hell yeah! Alright, so just to touch on some of the particulars, is Michter's small batch, unblended American whiskey. Only 83.4 proof, but I've loved this in the past. We're proud to offer you our unblended small batch American whiskey in the Michter's tradition, hailing from one of America's first distillers. This whiskey is made from highest quality American grains and matured to the peak of perfection in bourbon soaked white oak barrels. It is then further mellowed by our signature filtration. Hell yeah! And another bottle tonight is Smoke Wagon, Rare and Limited, straight bourbon whiskey from Las Vegas. Batch name is WC Elevator Batch, I guess, or something. Elevators, whatever. But it is, so 56% is a 9-year-old. 56% 9-year-old, 13% 6 years old, 13% 7 years old, and 18% 5 years old, coming in at 114.41 proof. We needed a way to experiment with blends, release outstanding single barrels, and not be confined by the price of consistent flavor profile of our core expressions. Rare and Limited was created to showcase distinguished blends and single barrels. Blue corn single vintage blend, red corn single barrel, and gold coin proof down vintage blend, and black coin uncut vintage blend, that's what I've got here, is the black coin. So that's the uncut. Hell yeah. Excited about that. Alright. Well, now that we got through that jazz, let's get into the whiskey, 'cause that's what we're here for. Alright. Whiskey number one. Very just sweet caramel, cream brulee, little bananas Foster, Mm. Very sweet on the nose. Very sensual and inviting. Mm. I mean, just kind of, that's not the right word. I want to say it just smells like a beautiful woman. I mean, it really does. Mm. All right. That's nice on the nose. Let's check out the whiskey. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Okay. I mean, I get that sweetness, but then I get some more like bite from like baking spices, black pepper almost, but I still get that like banana Foster's, creme brulee, very sweet. Remember, stay hydrated, my friends. All right, let's go in for a second sip here. The nose is fantastic on this. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Yeah, I mean, that sweetness, that bananas Foster's, creme brulee, just a little bit on the black pepper and maybe just some slightly younger whiskey, a little bit of a ragged edges in there, not as smooth and pleasurable on the palate as I get on the nose. I mean, it's still good, but I feel like it needs a little bit more age or something. It's lacking a little bit there to further round out some of those edges and allow more of those flavors to come through. All right, let's go to the second one. Cleanse the palate here. This comes off a little bit more robust on the nose, just more black pepper and spices. I do get the caramel, toasted oak, a little bit of smokiness. Yeah, I love the nose on that first one, but this one seems to offer a little bit more complexity and robustness. Yeah, this one's very sweet, and this one just comes off more robust. More oak and more barrel char. All right, cheers, Bourbon Quest. That's delicious. That's like, man, the mouthfeel is just so creamy. Definitely get that good hug, just creme brulee and caramel, vanilla. I do get some of that smokiness and oak and barrel charred. Very well balanced. Nice long finish. That's superb. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Second sip. Yeah, just tons of caramel and creme brulee. Definitely get that viscosity and mouthfeel. Some of that smokiness and oak. Very well balanced. Nice complexity. Really is a nice sipping experience for sure. All right, let's run it back the other way to make sure on which I think is the winner here. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Ah, so good. That's gonna be tough to beat. All right, cleanse the palate and try the other one just to make sure. Cheers, Bourbon Quest. Yeah, I mean, not near the complexity or overall experience. Still has some of the little bit of ragged edges and stuff there to it. I'm definitely choosing number 2 over number 1. So Which one do you think it is, Bourbon Quest? We're about to find out. All right, moving on to the Sweet 16. The winner is bum 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 bum. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Oh, it's Smoke Wagon, rare and limited. Hell yeah, that black coin. That's the Uncut Vintage Blend. Man, that's good. But honestly, like, I keep getting this a lot more with the Smoke Wagon products. Like, I actually picked up one yesterday, another one of the Uncut Unfiltered, because that's my favorite. But man, this is more enjoyable than I remember when I first got this and first opened it. I mean, I thought it was good then, but again, some of that airtime I think is just help it to develop more and become richer and more full bodied. And I found that to be true with the Smoke Wagon small batch too, which, you know, done really well. But man, that's good stuff right there. So yeah, the winner is Smoke Wagon. So that means that Michter's American has gone down. Sorry, American. Man, I'm in the patriotic spirit. I'd like to have seen America move on. But hey, this is American. It's all American for that part. And Smoke Wagon's doing a really good job. But don't sleep on that Michter's American. It's still quite delicious and quite good. We just, you know, went up against a heavy hitter today. And especially, I mean, honestly, I believe it was a lot closer than maybe it appeared to be, especially when you consider the proof difference. 83.4 on the Michters. Yeah, 83.4, and of course you got this thing coming in at 114, so you know, 30 plus points higher. But yeah, Michters goes down. Sorry, Michters. It just wasn't your night, bro. But man, cheers, Bourbon Quest. A little more Smoke Wagon. Man, that's good. Yeah, I'll save some of that. So, congratulations, Smoke Wagon, rare and limited. Man, that's good. It's moving on to the Sweet 16. Very well deserved. Unfortunately, Michter's American whiskey is packing its bags and headed home. But anyways, we're going to wrap it up here pretty quickly. We'll do another episode here before too long, staying over in the West Division, so you want to stay tuned for that. But yeah, congratulations, Smoke Wagon, once again, and we'll sign off. But before I do, I just want to say, as always, my wish for you is that all your Bourbon Quest dreams come true. See you soon, Bourbon Quest. Man, that has opened up nicely.